Alright, hobby intro videos number 4. Music stuff. I like music, old music. I especially like old music formats. Chiefly of which being records. Not just vinyl records, which are these things, which most people collect, I think, mainly for the album art and not so much for the record itself. I collect for the record itself. What's on it? Is it interesting, or is it just something that people would like? Wow, I didn't even know that kind of thing existed. Before digital format, this was the best thing, and to many people, me included, these vinyl things, little bits of plastic stamped out on a machine, are still the best way to go. Give you the best sound. They're much more physical interaction than just clicking on a few files on a computer. Which, if you're in a hurry or if you just want to listen to some music quick, then that's an excellent thing to do. But if you really want high quality and you want to just sit down and listen to music, do nothing else, then vinyl is the way to go. And my collection ranges a great deal, because when I got into this, I really got into this. I'm not so much into it now, but I still have all the stuff from when I was really into it. I have a really nice stereo I bought at a household sale on a Gerard turntable, and downstairs there's a Victrola, one of the old crank-up Victrolas. And one of the things I'm working on is getting an Edison cylinder player, because before records were even flat, they were cylinders that play at, I think, 120 RPM, whereas the standard vinyl record plays at 33 1/3 RPM. And holy crap, I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I just don't need anymore. I thought it was interesting when I bought it, and now I realize it's just stuff taking up space. And I really just don't need it. I mean, a lot of it is interesting stuff. Like, I like the older 78s from the 1920s to 1950s, which is my favorite era of music. That's where I like my music, and it just so happens that you can get a lot of good stuff on old 78s. Now, the good 78s I put in a cabinet in folders, like they should be, but the crappy ones that are broken are over there on the wall. I don't know if you can see some of those over there. Or I store them in cabinets. And this is another example of the kind of thing I have. This is Thomas Alva Edison's version of a disc record. He was the one who made the phonograph a realistic working thing. But he was a big believer in the cylinder phonograph, which by then was becoming out of date because it took up so much space. Because this thing here is just one, maybe 1.5 minute song. Just one song on this single thing. This is from maybe the 1880s, 1890s, I want to say. And they just take up a lot of space. And this one is an example of what it would have been like earlier on. It's basically just a brown wax tube with some grooves cut into it. And so my collection extends a great deal. Everything from these early cylinder records right up to the modern. Well, they still make these, but this is an example of what the modern vinyl record would be viewed as more commonly. Nothing I have, I think, is especially valuable, but I don't really care how much it's worth personally. I mean, it'd be nice to get some money back on these when I decide to sell them, but it's not really a priority for me. I like them for the way they look and for the music, mainly for the music and for the physical, actual mechanical thing itself. That's it for music and records. If you want to know anything else, feel free to message me. And if you want to know anything more specific, there's a lot of stuff you can find out online. All right, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, click below. Thank you.